My name is Julian Manaya, and today we will be talking about Chapter 3, Types of Planning. Included in the chapter, we will discuss the standing plan, the day-to-day plan, the single-use plan, and we've also added scheduling as that is a form of planning. The standing plan is an established routine or set of procedures used in a recurring situation. Today, we'll be using a hand washing policy as an example. So all employees must wash their hands when they leave the kitchen for whatever reason. If you go on break, come back, you wash your hands. If you go out to smoke a cigarette, wash your hands when you get back in the kitchen. That way people can see that you washed your hands. And that is the policy for any time that you step out of the kitchen for any reason. Now the procedure on this will be, first time will be a verbal warning. And that will be issued either by your supervisor, the sous chef, or the executive chef. Second time will be a write-up issued by the sous chef or the executive chef. Third time, the executive chef will ask you to leave for the day and return at your next scheduled day. Upon the fourth time of this violation, you will be terminated on the spot and asked to turn in all your tools, clothing, or whatever, and you will no longer work for us. Thank you, and that is my example of a standing plan.
Good evening, my name is Carmen, and today I'm going to talk about day-by-day plan. Planning the day's work has top priority for the first line supervisor. So remember that tomorrow begins today. Getting the day's work done also requires getting the necessary supplies, materials, and information to the people who need them in the work. So I'm going to give you 3 tips. Keep a schedule for the day, which will manage your time more efficiently. For example, number 1, obtain a calendar and make sure the calendar has appropriate space for your day's tasks. Number 2, prioritize your tasks is important. You determine which tasks are more important and should be done first and which can wait. And number 3, finally, also leave a space in the schedule because some most important thing is coming up later in the next week.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Vasquez, and I'll be talking about single-use plans. The single-use plans is a one-time plan developed for a single occasion or purpose. The importance of the occasion or purpose should determine how much time you should spend on it. Once it comes to decision-making, keep planning efforts in proportion to the consequences of carrying out the plan, such as if the occasion is of no permanent significance and little risk, a plan can be made quickly, and if something goes wrong, there will be little at stake, rather than having an occasion that can risk more if something goes wrong. In some cases, the single-use plan is used as a major change. The plan might involve a change in the way the work is done, for example, how the kitchen is set up. And then the other kind of single-use plan is a budget, which is an operational plan for the name and expenditure of money for a given period.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm going to talk about scheduling as a form of planning and goal setting. Supervisors use schedules to let employees know when they're supposed to be at work, but also to let them know where they're supposed to be in terms of like what workstation they'll be at, and then the order of their tasks and how they'll be completed. So there's 2 different types of schedules that I want to talk about. The Gantt chart, which is a bar diagram, and it shows the activity and timing of each activity. The chart shows actual progress and the goal over a period of time. And basically it helps monitor progress on a schedule in a very charted way. You can see it going across week by week. The second one is program evaluation and review technique. It's a diagram of a sequence of activities that need to be completed in order to finish a project. And using a PERT chart, which is the acronym for Program Evaluation and Review Technique, a supervisor can think of what needs to be done ahead of time and foresee changes that need to be made. And this is a chart that looks more or less like a picture. It has different points that need to be completed at certain times. Finally, this is about goal setting, management by goals, MBG for short. It's where employees jointly set department goals and plan and strategize to meet them. The first step is goal specificity, or goal specifying. Goals should be specific and measurable. The second step is participation. Jointly set goals with management and also staff helps make sure that everyone is on board with the goals. The third is time limits. The goal should have a time in which they need to be completed. The fourth is who will do what and when, and that makes sure that everyone's on task and has a responsibility. And finally, performance feedback is something that ensures that everyone knows how they've performed so far and what they can do to improve their performance.